Let's play a little game. If you had to pick a metaphor for a negotiation, which would you choose? For you, does going into a negotiation feel like A, going to the dentist, or B, playing a game? Your choice here is important. Do you see negotiations as a necessary evil, like going to the dentist, or as a fun challenge, like playing a game? It's time to start thinking about negotiations as a fun challenge. I'm going to show you how to game and win your next negotiation. I have one goal for this video. You can win your negotiations, and I want you to know it. You just have to have the right tools and mindset. The interesting thing is we are negotiating all the time, even if you don't realize it. Whether you're trying to buy a car, get a raise, or find bargains at garage sales, you're constantly trying to score the best deal for yourself. However, not all of us are good negotiators. I gathered the best research on negotiation strategies to find out what the science has to say and how you can use it. Step number 1, do you really think you can be a better negotiator? This question is important. Your answer shouldn't just be, maybe. It should be, heck yes. Why? Studies show the fact that you're watching this video means you're on your way to becoming a better negotiator. Researchers at the University of California, Berkeley found that people who believe their negotiation skills can improve with time and learning are more successful than those who think negotiation skills are based on fixed traits. Bottom line, if you believe you can be a better negotiator, you are more likely to become a better negotiator. Step number 2, hone your assertiveness. How assertive are you in negotiations? Research shows you probably can't answer that question accurately. A study conducted by Columbia Business School found that the challenge of negotiation is compounded by the fact that people often don't know how others see their assertiveness. An easy way to overcome this is to practice negotiating with people you know and then ask them what they think of you. I know. It sounds intimidating, but this is essential for your negotiation prowess. For example, try negotiating with your friends to decide who's in charge of picking a restaurant for dinner or planning a vacation together. Or have a trusted friend listen in as you negotiate with the phone or cable company. Do they think you're pushy, passive, a pushover? This is a great way to know how you come across from a third party. Action step. One way you can improve your assertiveness is to know exactly what you want to say going in. I have created 6 money scripts you can use to negotiate. Get it for free at scienceofpeople.com/negotiation. I'll give you my script for how to make an offer to a client, how to make a counteroffer, how to ask someone for their budget. Step number 3, offer a favor in advance. A study conducted by Santa Clara University found that people who received an unsolicited favor were more likely to help the person who gave it to them. This makes sense. We're more kind to kind people. Analysis of several studies shows that people feel a strong need to reciprocate. If someone gives you something, you feel you should give them something in return. What this tells us is that one of the most effective ways to get what you want, even in a promotion or salary negotiation, is to offer your boss a kindness prior to making your request. This way, they'll already feel like they want to help you. Action step. Do a favor for someone you plan on negotiating with soon. This can be as small as bringing someone their favorite coffee or lunch, or as large as planning someone's office birthday party. For example, whenever I travel, I try to always bring small trinkets back for people in my life. I love to pick out gifts, and the token is always appreciated. Going on vacation soon? Bring back some goodies for your colleagues and friends. Step number 4, choose a nice day to negotiate. The weather is probably the last thing you think about when preparing for a negotiation, but it can play an influential role in your success. Researchers at the University of Southern Brittany analyzed several studies on weather and mood and found that people are more generous on sunny days. Yes, really. Action step. If you have the flexibility to choose when you negotiate, pick the nicest day of the week. Step number 5, eat first, negotiate later. Okay, this is a weird one, but important. Most people think about their negotiation starting as soon as they enter their boss's office or on the day of the negotiation, when in fact, the negotiation can start well before with pre-rapport building activities. Multiple studies have found that breaking bread or sharing a meal before a negotiation makes people feel more connected. One researcher studied a group of 132 MBA students in a negotiation. She found that students who shared a meal together during the negotiation in either a restaurant or the conference room created significantly increased profits compared to those who negotiated without dining. Researchers Woolley and Fishbach found that even eating the same food can lead partners to cooperate more. Want to share a cookie, anyone? Action step. Can you grab a meal before the negotiation? Can you share a dish? Can you save time for chit-chat before getting down to business? Or at the very least, can you bring in a box of pastries or donuts to munch on before negotiating? This will help your negotiating partner feel connected to you as a person, not as a business adversary. Form your clear intention. As we discussed in step number 1, negotiations can be a breeding ground for stress and anxiety. If you're worried about your nerves taking over your upcoming negotiation, then I encourage you to set a clear intention for your meeting. What do you want most from your negotiation? What's your main goal? What's your hope for the conversation? Once you have this intention set, think about this often before your negotiation, in the car, on the drive to work, as you're brushing your teeth, or right before you go to bed the night before. The big idea here is that your intention can help fight the anxiousness swirling in your mind. Keep in mind, the best intentions are simple and easy to repeat. For example, it might be, get the buyer to sign and stay firm on numbers, or get a salary increase of 20%. Action step. The most important thing about a good intention is to keep it positive. Use words other than don't or no. Instead of saying don't mess up, say stay confident. If you can, write your intention down on your notes or in your computer so you can see it during the negotiation. Need some more ideas? Check out all 7 steps for beating stage fright. Step number 7, use your body to negotiate for you. This is one of the most powerful negotiating tips I can give you. Prior to negotiation, most people think about what they want to say, not how they want to say it. It's crucial to think about your body language to ensure your verbal and nonverbal are aligned and communicating your message. If you're negotiating job offers from multiple companies and are considering a few different salary negotiation strategies, sending purposeful body language cues is the best thing you can do for yourself. Here are some body language ideas to start with. Beware the hands. Research conducted in the study Palm Power in the Workplace found that a clenched fist is a negative nonverbal cue. They found humans tend to close their fists when threatened, such as a woman clutching her purse or someone grabbing the arms of a chair. Keep your hands visible and relaxed. Sit at an angle. Fraud and ID theft prevention expert Tracy Brown recommends addressing your negotiation partners at a 45-degree angle as opposed to straight on. When we face people straight on in a tense setting, it can come across as confrontational. And be sure to be careful which seat you choose around a conference table. Carry one bag. Research shows that people who carry more than one item are seen as irresponsible or lazy. Leave your coat with the receptionist and leave your lunch in the car. Combine your purse and briefcase. This way, you'll appear polished and ready to discuss. Step number 8, respond to their body language. Now that you've learned ways to master your body language in negotiation, let's discuss what to look for in your negotiation partner's nonverbal. While you're discussing various points in your negotiation, make a mental note of the behavior you're seeing. Some body language cues are positive, meaning they signal agreement and partnership, while other cues are negative, signaling disagreement or disinterest. Here are a few cues to be on the lookout for. Positive cue, nodding. If they nod while you explain why you deserve a raise or why you want more time off, it means they agree with your reasons and are likely to be on the same page. Positive cue, leaning. If they lean towards you as you're speaking, this is a nonverbal sign of partnership and camaraderie. Keep going. Negative cue, blocking. If they block themselves by holding something between the two of you or crossing their arms, it's a warning sign they might not like what you're saying. You can stop their behavior by handing them something such as a report or drink. It forces them out of that closed body language. Negative cue, contempt. If they show a one-sided mouth raise or smirk at you, beware. This is the expression of contempt, which means hatred or disdain. Pause where you are in your communication and revisit your last point to provide further details and clarification. Step number 9, choose the right seat. Not all seats are created equal. It's not just about conference tables. In a typical office, you might have multiple chair choices. When possible, always avoid the low sofa. It's almost impossible to sit in a power pose and positions you lower than everyone else in the room. Author Alan Pease argues that people in positions of power also might pick a bigger or higher chair, since people who take up more space are perceived as more confident. He proposed that the higher the back of the chair, the greater the person's perceived status. Think of a royal throne. The bigger, the better. And when it comes to tables, the rounder the better. Researcher Yoon Chu and colleagues found that a round table actually encourages better meeting facilitation. Step number 10, master your voice. Your vocal power plays an incredibly important role in your negotiations. In your negotiation, try to do what's called vocal mirroring. This is when you subtly match the volume, pace, cadence, and speaking tone of the person you're with. Researchers Alex Pentland and Jared Curhan tested a variety of variables, hoping to influence negotiating outcomes. They found that when middle managers vocally mirrored their interviewer, they won more in a negotiation. Don't go overboard though, over-mirroring can come across as creepy. Step number 11, use video pre- and post-negotiation. Video is a great tool for building rapport, both before and after negotiation. If you have a tense negotiation coming up, you might want to soften up the person before stepping into the room by sending a pre-rapport video. I often send these to someone along with an email, telling them I'm looking forward to getting on the same page and collaborating. This primes them to think of the negotiation as a collaboration rather than an argument. Here's an actual video I sent to someone before a negotiation to give you an idea.
Hey John, it's nice to meet you. So I'm Vanessa Van Edwards. I just sent you an email and I thought I would include this little video just to say hello. I'm so sad we cannot meet in person. I think we're across countries. I think I saw that you were in New York from LinkedIn and I'm in Portland, Oregon. So I just wanted to say hello. I've heard a lot about your work. I loved your Kindle single. I got it a few weeks ago and I just felt like a lot of our work overlaps and we could probably help each other a lot. So I would love for you to take a look at a little ebook that I included for you, and maybe there's a way that we can cross-collaborate. So let me know what you think, and you're welcome to send me a video, or we could just hop on a video call together, and when you come to Portland, of course, I'll take you out for coffee and a voodoo donut. All right, talk to you soon.
On the other hand, if you already have had a tense negotiation, you might want to send a video to reconcile and get on the same page. The whole goal is smoothing out any tensions that might have arisen during a negotiation. Video is an easy way to do this. Step number 12, have other options. Researchers from the University of Southern California and Stanford found individuals who prepared other options prior to negotiations had increased bargaining power. If you're buying a car, speak to multiple dealers. If you're going in for a salary negotiation, think of other perks beyond just a salary bump that you might like. More sick days? Better parking? More vacation? Salary isn't the only goal. Warning, don't use this tactic unless you're content with your alternatives, because if the negotiation fails, that's what you might get. Bonus, money scripts. Talking about money can be hard. To make it easier, I have created 6 money scripts you can use to negotiate. I will give you some basic scripts for how to make a counteroffer, how to phrase a price range, how to ask for a recommendation. Get it for free right here at scienceofpeople.com/negotiation. Finally, save this video and watch it before your negotiation. Use it to remind yourself that you can become a better negotiator. You got this. Are you living up to your full potential? Do you want more? I would love to help you. Get started with my free training and learn more about People School today. Visit scienceofpeople.com/pschool. Did you like this video? We like you too. Please give us a like and check out some of our other amazing resources.